Hi, thank you for checking out my auction. This is my 1991 Ford F-250 XLT Lariat. It has the 7.3 liter IDI non-turbo diesel engine and the ZF 5-speed manual. It's a two-wheel drive, and the XLT Lariat is the top trim, and this one is loaded with everything: power windows, locks, cruise control, AC. And I just want to give you a general walk around of the vehicle inside and out, point out some of the known flaws, and I just want to give you all a good idea of what you could be bidding on. So a little history on the truck first. I am the 5th owner on paper according to Carfax, and I live in New Mexico. I brought it from Bakersfield, California. And from my understanding, it has resided in California since it was new. It was purchased new in Seaside. It's around the Bay Area. And I do know that it was owned by one family for maybe about 10-15 years. And within that family, that's going to show about 3 owners. So let's go and do a little walk around here. And then I'll point out the flaws that I'm aware of. As you can see here, it's a really nice, clean truck. Panels are all straight, no major dents or dings, no rust, as mentioned before. That's mainly why I bought this and why I seeked one out from the West Coast, because I know that those vehicles are really clean with the relatively mild weather conditions they have out there. Give a little look inside here. Nice clean door panels. Here's a door sill, carpets, nice and clean. The factory bench seat here does have some rips underneath this seat cover that I installed. I will note those in the photos. See, the dash is nice and clean. All the doors are sitting nice and straight on the hinges. Driver's side here. I apologize for that glare. So a few little modifications were done here under the previous owner. We have a brake control module. Honestly, I haven't messed with this, so I don't know if it operates or not. And then back there we have an ignition kill switch, which if you pull this out, it disables the ignition. Just a nice little anti-theft feature. Here's the armrest. Little wear here on the bolster, but no tears yet. And I did redo the headliner, so that is new. The visors are original, no rips. Got a little bit of separation there, but it's still in really good shape. Power windows and locks. Locks work. Driver's window. This regulator has been replaced pretty recently, so this window is nice and strong. The passenger works well, but I believe that regulator is original, so it's a little slower going up. But it still functions perfectly. So the truck will come with this diamond plate toolbox. It's a Craftsman. So I've used it a little bit. There's a few scuffs in here, but it's overall pretty clean. And it is lockable. And we'll get the keys with that. Matching diamond plate bed caps are also included with the truck. Reason why I installed these, one of the previous owners put on a camper topper and they drilled some pretty nasty holes in the bed caps, so these are just covering those up. You can see the bed, it has a little wear, but overall very, very clean. No major dents, no rust. So overall, I would say the paint is maybe a 6 out of 10. There are several areas that have been touched up over the years. Some under my ownership, some under the previous ownership. You can see here, got a little discoloration on the tailgate. The driver's side is probably the best, and I believe the most original of the whole truck. Right here, there's a little bit of smudging. I think it's someone attempted to touch this up. See here, very clean. I do believe this fender has been resprayed, and it's been resprayed pretty poorly. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's a little mismatched, and there's some cracking on the clear coat. Originally, this truck was a single stage, but I believe this is a resprayed with a clear coat. And the hood, this has been resprayed as well, and that's mainly to prevent surface rust. And it's been, it's not the greatest job, but it presents decently from a distance. You can see the surface is not very even. And the front end, I did refinish the grille. It is original. Headlights have been refinished. They are original as well. You can see a little bit of cracking in this one, just surface cracking. And there's a Ford logo there. Many times people like to replace these headlights rather than polishing them with aftermarket, which never really fit as well, so I wanted to point out these are still factory original. So over on the passenger side, this portion of the bed has been resprayed. and that was to combat some of the factory coat flaking off. I think if you gave it a good wet sanding and polish, you could really bring this back around. Worth noting that when I first got this truck, it didn't have any of the moldings on here. So I went on a pretty extensive search on getting factory OEM parts. So these moldings have been replaced, both the driver and passenger side. So I believe that's all I can think of the exterior. We do have some scratches here from the window rolling down. Windshield is clean, no cracks. There's one fairly large rock chip over here. Windshield wipers are new old stock OEM period correct board. And I'll go ahead and start it up for y'all. Currently sits at 151,570. The factory premium audio cassette, AC heater works. Gotta love these old diesels. All right, now that we're in the truck with it running, a few things to mention here. This rear anti-lock brake light is on. I haven't had a chance to investigate that, so I'm not sure what that is. This truck is equipped with dual fuel tanks. Selector switch is here. It does work. The front tank, the fuel sending unit, does not operate. So if I switch to the front tank, you can see the needle goes all the way to empty. It's a full tank right now. It's just the fuel sending unit. It's not operational at the moment. And if I switch back to the rear tank, that fuel sending unit is working just fine, and you can see it's reading the correct fuel level. The last thing to mention is right now I'm in idle. Truck is fully warmed up. Clutch is out. And there is a slight rattling noise when the truck is at idle and the clutch is out from the transmission area. So I'm going to push the clutch in and we'll see how it goes away. Okay, clutch out. So I hope that shows up on camera. I'll do it one more time. Clutch in. No rattle. Clutch out. So it's coming around here. I had that investigated by my mechanic, and what it is under the previous owner, he replaced the clutch and flywheel, and the type of flywheel he used is a different thickness from the factory, and the cause is a little rattling noise when it's in idle. So I have the receipts for that service visit, and they told me that it's really nothing to worry about. It's just a symptom, and I've been driving it like this for 3,500 miles, about 12 months, but just wanted to mention that. But because the clutch has been replaced, it is really nice and smooth. set. That's fully functional. So, that is all. Appreciate you stopping by. Again, if you have any questions at all, I will be more than happy to help. Someone's going to get a really nice truck here. All right, see ya.